If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. That is a phrase that I have heard many, many times in my life and didn't really grasp the concept of this very small sentence until now. Sometimes in life, you will not, if it doesn't affect you directly, sometimes you'll see things happening out there in the world and you'll be like, well, it's not affecting me, so you don't do anything. But do you realise your silence is actually more harmful than standing up for something? Now, I'm relating this topic. It could be related to anything, you know. If you see someone who is racist towards another person, you don't have to be brown to be racist. You don't have to be white to be racist. But if you see racism, do you call it out? Do you stand up and fight with that person? Not physically fight, but do you stand and say, do you know what you're doing is wrong? Some people don't. Some people will turn a blind eye, okay? But today I am, and I've been standing with those that have been or have gone through levels of abuse that you don't want to talk about. And I'm standing with women that have gone through things that should never have happened. Why am I talking about it today? You see, for the last 3.5 years of my life, I have been ostracized. I have been blocked and deleted out of my family. There's no other word to use, is there? They're not really family now. We exclude the word family. They're relatives now. They're relatives. And why am I posting this right now? Because I need to look back on this and say, Marsh, how did you do this? How did you really get through this season of isolation? God sent destiny helpers. God sent communities. God sent amazing women and men to keep me and my family going. And I want, if there's one person that catches this video and you need support and you need someone to stand with you in solidarity because you've gone through levels of things that should never have happened to you, message me, inbox me. I am an advocate against children and women going through this particular topic. Now, you might be thinking, what topic are you talking about? Everything will be explained in time. But if you go on my YouTube and you see the first video on Diary of a Black Mum, you will understand what I'm talking about. If you've not been following my page before, I'm a designer, I'm a mother of 6, and I'm an advocate for those that have been SA'd. I'm not saying the word because I'm not going to give it props. And if you understand what those initials stand for and you've experienced that, message me, because I have to stand up for this. I'm not falling for anything. You're going to hear Marsha Brown's name a lot more, guys. 2025 is a year of thriving, but it's also a year of, and I've said it on another video, I don't know whether it was on my TikTok or it was on Instagram or another social media platform, call things out. Why are people so scared to speak up? I was that person. I was scared to speak up against a relative who had done something to me when I was younger. I was about 11 or 12. And you know what? It's taken for my own flesh and blood to call out the same thing for me to realise I should have spoke up. I should have told someone. Now, sometimes you've got to be careful who you tell, because you could be telling the person who wants to actually cover up the lie. Like one of my children, she told an appropriate adult, well, that person wasn't appropriate, but she told an adult, and the adult turned around and told her that she's lying with some other swear words in front. And I've realised the whole process of what we've experienced is also very draining, which is why people choose not to speak up, because our situation has been 3.5 years, and I'm praying it concludes very, very shortly. But I've heard stories of people who have gone all the way, full throttle, to get justice, and 7, 8, 9, 10 years later they're still waiting. And this is why people don't come forward. Please speak up. Please speak up. My grandma taught me a saying: "Tart the truth and shame the devil." Talk your truth. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. The sun is shining and everyone is happy. It's going to be 26 degrees in the shade in the city of London today, and I'm up here in the Midlands, and I'm seeing people walking around with their vest and their shorts, and yes, I've got a nice little summer dress with my suit jacket on because I mean business. But seriously, take note of this video. I'm not ramping. I'm not playing. This is a serious one today, and I don't care how people take this when they see it, because I'm going to post it and I'm going to continue driving to my destination, and I probably won't even come back on TikTok for 24 hours because I don't want to hear no one tell me nothing. But you will remember, Marsha B is a designer with a difference. I stand for something, and I stand with those that have experienced very horrible things. I'm a mother, and if there's any parents out there that have, or even see their children starting to act their behaviours change, don't put it down to hormones, please. In love, ask your child if they're okay. And if they can't come to you, and you've got someone in your life that they can trust, that's God-fearing, that will make the right decisions, ask them to go to that adult and pray. And pray. I've learnt loads of things in my life, but this test has been the biggest test so far. And believe me, as God, people want me to look so rough, but girl, we still shining out here. Praise be to God. We still looking nice. I'm going to pause it right there because I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back on this topic next week. We're going to talk more. I know Marsha B's page is fashion, fitness, motherhood, and this topic.